All right, boom. No intro, no outro, straight fire. All right, so this video is on the volume profile explained. So most traders look at volume at the bottom of the charts, as you can see, which is down here. This is the templated trading view template that comes when you have your just regular standard um, interference, right? Um, But yes, most traders look at volume at the bottom of the chart. Volume profile flips the idea on its head. So pretty much it flips it sideways. So what is on the bottom is getting flipped sideways. So instead of asking when volume is traded, is asked where volume is traded. So once you understand that market structure once you understand that, market structure pretty much starts to make a lot more sense. So excuse me, what is a volume profile? So the simplest explanation without trying to confuse you all is volume profile shows you how much volume traded at each price level over a specific range. So think of price as a ladder. Volume profile tells you which rungs had the most activities and which one price barely touched. So high volume at price means that market agreed upon price, and low volume means that price moved through that level very, very quickly. So instead of guessing support and resistance, you're seeing where the market actually did its business, right? So to kind of just to clock it back, I'm a degreed engineer, and we had like this diagram, this bell-shaped diagram, um, where pretty much how we were taught in school was a percentage of the diagram is where it holds a lot of value. So take this diagram and you turn it sideways, and that is how you have the volume profile. So with the volume profile, 70% of volume is within the bell diagram, which I will go over in further detail as we go on. All right. So key terms that you will see on any volume profile. So no matter which type of volume profile you use, they all show the same core concepts. Again, so let's just do the bell diagram on the side so you can kind of see it. All right. So the point of control, which is usually in the middle, is where price with the most volume. So as you can see right here, the point of control is the red line. Bam. Value area high is where roughly, value area, excuse me, is where roughly 70% of the volume is traded. So you have your value area high, and you have your value low. That's weird. You have your value area low. So let's do this over again. This point of control, this whole thing right here is the value area. High volume nodes are thick areas where price slowed and consolidated, and low volume nodes or thin areas where price has moved fast, either to or from. All right. So these concepts pretty much stay the same. So what changes is how much data the profile is measuring. And again, as mentioned before, this is the value area high. This is the value area low. Value area high, value area low, and the point of control make up 70% of all traded volume in the market. So we're going to go through the different types of volume profile. So you have the session volume profile, which is the one that you see me mostly use when I trade. And if you watch my previous videos, you will see. So the session volume measures volume for a single trading session. So 5 p.m. the previous day to 5 p.m. the next day. So for futures, that might be one trading day. For stocks, it's the regular market hours. And then for Forex, it's often broken down by daily sessions, again, 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. At the start of each new session, the profile resets. So the reason why this is useful for understanding intraday structure is because where price accepted value today, not yesterday or last week. So session profiles help you see how each day is building value and how today price compares to the prior session. So Prime example, I'm going to put our weekly splits. Boom. I'm taking this off on the bottom. So this past trading week, right? Price closed above the value area high, and it also closed above the POC. This could have been a trading potential because it shows that buyers accepted price. Okay. Price closed again above the value area high and closed above the POC, again showing that buyers accepted price. Now, Wednesday, price closed below the POC, now showing that there's a flip in price. So sellers are accepting price, so that a potential entry would be, boom, sells. Enter in on the POC. Again, price closed above the POC, showing that slight buyer's acceptance. And then lastly, price closed below the POC, showing seller's acceptance. So this is kind of the framework and the basis of how I trade. All right. The next type of volume profile is a fixed range volume profile. So it lets you manually choose a start and end point on the chart. So pretty much you define the range. The indicator then shows you volume distribution only within that section. So the reason why this is powerful is because you can analyze specific moves, analyze specific moves like a breakout or a pullback or like a consolidated area. And then instead of looking at random time blocks, you're isolating exactly what part of price action you care about. So to make it like how I'm trying to explain it is, fixed range profiles are great for studying why the move happened, not just that it happened, if that makes sense. So to get to your fixed range volume profile, you're going to go to your drawing panel. You're going to hit fixed range volume profile. So prime example, because price consolidated right here, right? I'm going to draw this volume profile in this consolidated zone, take off my session volume profile, and then I see, okay, price consolidated in this area Y. Okay, cool. It consolidated in this area, and then the Y is price closed below the POC, showing seller's acceptance. So after the consolidation, you would have had two potential opportunities to enter into this trade for sales to wherever your target point is. So fixed range volume profile, it kind of gives you the, like I said, the nitty gritty, the why the volume happened. And you can also do it over a period of time. So again, this over here, right? Excuse me. Price over here from Sunday to Tuesday 2 a.m. was in a consolidation. And as you can see, price closed above the POC. It literally wicked into the POC, and then it had a trend up. Me personally, I don't use fixed range volume profile. I used to, but I stopped because I'm trying to make my trading as simplified as possible, really. All right. And then the last type of volume profile is the anchored volume profile. So I'm going to explain to you what it is, and I'm going to draw it on there for you. So the anchor volume profile is similar to the fixed range, but pretty much there's a key difference. And the key difference is it starts at a specific event or price point and automatically extends forward. So your anchor is your anchor, you anchor it, to a important price, either a major high or a major low, or if you're trading stocks, like an earnings candle or some type of breakout. So from that anchor point on forward, the profile updates in real time as new volumes come in. So this helps you see how the market is building value after that key event. So anchor profiles are especially useful for like understanding longer term acceptance and shifts in value. So I'll tell you how I kind of learned about the three. The anchor volume profile, I actually learned by this trader named Trader Dale, who really introduced me to the volume profile back in like 2019, 2020. And he uses a lot of the anchor profile as well as the fixed range volume profile. This other trader who I took a one-on-one with named Joshua Barnes, he's really, really big on the fixed range volume profile. So with incorporating the fixed range volume profile and the anchor range volume profile, it kind of helps set my basis for the volume profile. So prior to, I was trading ICT heavy, like very, very heavy. And I realized that with ICT, it came a lot of with me guessing and not really being mechanical, but with the volume profile, because it was anchored to something very specific, whether it be a time sequence or a swing high or a swing low, my trades can be a lot more mechanic. So with taking the fixed range volume profile, playing around with it, the anchor range volume profile, playing around with it, I used to draw the fixed range from week to week. And then as I started refining my trading and refining my entries, that is pretty much the methodology and the trading that I came to over a period of time after realizing how the two coincide. So the anchor volume profile. So let's go with this. Prime example. I wanted to anchor it on this swing high right here, right? So I go to anchor volume profile. I click on this swing high, and boom, what does price do? It shows me how price reacts in relativity to that swing high. So for predictability purposes, this might be where price wants to pull back to before, boom, repricing lower. And let me just put on my session volume profile to see. Whoa, that was almost perfect. I swear to God, I did not plan this. This is crazy. This red line right here is my POC. And literally where my POC lines up is literally, I swear to God, like I'm not even joking right now. That is so crazy. If I go to like my actual peers, I literally have a pending order for that point of control, because that point of control, I believe that is so crazy. Sorry, I got a little bit excited. But yeah. So you anchor, I'm sorry. You anchor that volume to a specific area, and then it pretty much shows you opportunity and outcome. If I had to remove that, and then let's say I anchored it from, this weekly candle, again, it shows me where a lot of volume was traded on that weekly candle. So, just possibilities. So let's go back to the previous week. You pull out the anchor. All right, cool. So, boom. Previous week, this is the anchor, and I can almost guarantee you with this anchor, and then let me do another anchor, this is probably how price is going to end up playing out. Price is going to hit this POC, come down, this is going to be this POC's take profit. I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised. That's just the reality of it. But again, I trade what I see, not what I think, and keep it moving. So yeah, that's the anchored volume profile. Sorry, I got super excited because it's crazy how, that's how powerful this thing is. But anyways, how do these profiles work together? So I kind of already just showed you how the profiles work together. I put down my anchor volume profile, and I pulled up my session volume profile, and it kind of gave me, my session volume profile gave me refined entries, and my anchor volume profile gave me overall take profits. But think of it like Zoom levels, right? So session volume profile, like I said again, short-term daily structure. Fixed range volume profile is customizable analysis of specific moves. Anchor profile, evolving structure from major events or big moves. They all use the same volume logic, just applied to different perspectives. So no matter, someone asked me this, they're like, hey, I see you use a volume profile on 1 hour time frame. What if I only traded 15 minutes? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It looks the same on the 15-minute and the 1 hour. Okay. So again, they all use the same logic, volume logic, just applied to different perspectives. All right. So just a quick recap, and I'm going to end this because this video is getting pretty long. So volume profile shows where volume traded, not when. Session profile resets each session. Fixed range profile measures chosen sections. Anchored profile starts at key point and grows forward. And then again, same concept, but different context. All right. So if this helped, like the video and subscribe. In the next one, I will break down how traders use these profiles together on real charts. I don't know if I'm going to actually do that or not. Well, I might actually do it because I can show you all conceptually how it works, even if it does not necessarily go with my trader model, but it's all the same thing, right? Again, no intro, no outro, straight fire. Peace.